Alright, hit the button. So I guess I'm making a video. Don't know exactly where this will go. So first off, it's to Tommy. And then I'll get on in the second half to a Laura Layla video on whole body image stuff. Um, but yeah, Tommy sort of gave me credit for pushing him to try the vegetarian thing. And, it's really nice of him to mention me. I mean, there's a lot of people who've talked about it, and I'm sure they've all had an influence on Tommy. And so that's really good. The downside is, Tommy, you shouldn't do I'm doing the vegetarian thing 6 days a week, and then you talk about the one day when you're going to, bite pigs in the ass and, suck their brains out and, I don't know, whatever. I mean, come on. The point of it is that you're alleviating a little bit of your harsh impact on the animal world, and so that's a good thing because you're an animal kind of guy. And and if you still have to eat some meat once a week, well, fine. You just don't celebrate it. Come on. You don't have to rub our noses in that one day, do you? I don't think you have to, but bravo anyway. And I think with time you'll find that if you miss that one day a week now and then, it's not going to be a big deal. Especially when it comes to maybe the beef and the pork stuff, and maybe you could just pick on the little, see if you can go further and further and further down the consciousness chain, and but it's good. And yeah, it has the whole side benefit of the healthy thing. I don't know whether I experienced much of that, but it's I had a little bit of buffness. For 50 ain't bad, but maybe that's just genetics, who the hell knows. But anyway, yeah, but it's there too, though. I mean, you definitely you don't have all that crap, inside of you. Literally, you just don't have the same kind of crap. It's a different kind of crap, and it's not that stinky, stenchy, rotten corpse kind of crap running through your body anymore. And you learn to appreciate that. It's nice not to be full of decaying flesh. But anyway, so moving on. But anyway, thanks, Tommy, and blah, blah, blah. So it's this whole body image thing, which is sort of related to Tommy feeling a little better about himself, and sort of related to me just, doing the 50 thing, and fuck that. There's no way I'm going to ever be able to fit into a 50-year-old, psychologically, so yeah, I'm in big trouble. But anyway, so to be serious, mentioned Laura Layla's video, and Laura Layla's video just basically going over this idea of how much emotional damage our the fact that we force people, that we have this notion of attractive, beautiful, and the implication is sort of that we should do something about that. But by the same token, I don't hear people saying that in terms of this other crap that they think is beautiful. This whole life is beautiful crap, or the trees are beautiful, or the ducks are beautiful. And, we don't think they're so beautiful if there's trash laying around. Well, why don't we just decide to find trash beautiful, and then we can all live in a junky, shitty cesspool, and we'll all say it's beautiful because, we trained ourselves not to see the ugliness of it. Because it's all arbitrary and it's all conditioning. And let's not deny that this is all based on where we came from. It's the nature of the organism to be discriminating. That's the whole point of this natural selection thing, is that the selection process upgrades. It ends up imposing standards, because that's the whole idea, is to improve and become more powerful. It's not the whole idea, but it's built into the system to improve this mechanism of improvement. And this mechanism functions on this notion, this idea of health. And so things that are associated with healthiness are going to be, by our nature, attractive. And things that look unhealthy are probably going to be unattractive. We're going to be avoiding those things because that's probably not going to be the best for our future, for the reproducing thing and all the other crap that goes with that. you want to avoid disease and weakness and all that crap. So this is part of our nature, but we certainly can. It certainly can be bent all kinds of different ways. I mean, obviously, people can be attracted and find things attractive. They can have very different taste. You know, I mean, you can see it. I mean, look at the way some people paint their houses. I mean, whoa, you know, spooky. You know, but yeah, the definition of beautiful or attractive or pleasing or desirable, all these things can be changed. And the real question is maybe we should study this stuff. I mean, yeah, you have to do experiments on humans, which is dangerous. But I'm sure they can do it in the backward kind of way, you know, in the sociology kind of way, the anthropology kind of way, and maybe figure out the Keynesian kind of way, and find out what key factors make people maybe make them more likely to be gay, or more likely to be more broad-minded or racially undiscriminating, or, you know, not care whether somebody's 100 pounds overweight or some other kind of thing, and maybe we can take less pressure off people that way. But part of this is just in our nature. I mean, we're competitive animals, and so let's say we made the more desirable female older and heavier. You know, then you'd have young women shoving hamburgers down their gullet, you know, trying to get fat, you know, and then artificially wrinkling their faces, or, you know, because, oh, that's character lines, people like character, or some other bullshit. You see it now with, you know, even men, you know, young men try to look older, more in control, and so it's there. I mean, it's this style thing, and so yeah, so the norm, the pop culture imposes its impression on the next generation. It has a more dominant influence in deciding. But I mean, we know that something happens in each individual's conditioning that's very unique to them, and there's some little, but there are probably little key events that you can duplicate, and you can say, well, yes, there's an 80% chance you'll create somebody who's going to tend to be homosexual if you know, combine these 3 events or 4 events in their maturation somewhere in their early childhood. Or same thing with other style influences. It's all psychology, and it can be screwed with, messed with. But the question is why should we bother? Because there might be the catch-22, that it just might be in the nature of human beings to do this competitive thing. And no matter what no matter what kind of standards we create, we'll find some other way to rip each other to pieces in this battle for superiority and dominance. And so unless we become very unegocentric, very unselfish, you know, unless you do something with those parts of our psychology, it's probably not going to matter what the normal standard is, because no matter what the standard is, we'll find people abusing themselves to achieve it. So that's probably enough of a video. Yeah, it's a messy subject. Because, you know, I'm guilty as hell of this stuff. I mean, there's definitely, youth is attractive. You know, there's nothing. You know, you're going to make a distinction. You are impressed by a beautiful woman. This can't be denied. Just can't. You know, I have the illness of being able to tell the difference, or physically being affected by the differences. And I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I'm just saying it's there. It's part of our nature, and it's part of the nature I have acquired. I'm not saying it's something we should, you know, keep banging people out who are formed that way. But I'm just saying we have to concede to what we are. And it's really hard to undo what we are. Maybe we can do something for the next generation, but it's really hard to undo what we are. And so that goes back to the Tommy video about the vegetarian subject. Because there are a lot of people that just keep nagging about how, you know, they just want to keep rubbing it in people's faces that they're going to keep eating meat. And it's not about your addiction to meat, the fact that you love meat. The argument is about what should we be instilling, what values do we need to be imposing on the next generation. And all your your glutton talk and your laughing and your joking doesn't do the next generation any good. You're not doing them any favors. They don't need your addiction to cruel and wasteful practices. So just let it go, assholes. So, enough of a video. Ugh, other pair of glasses. They're really old, like 20 years old Harley Davidson glasses. But they always get stuck in my hair because the plastic thing's broken. But anyway, this is the way life works. Shit gets stuck in your hair. So anyway, thank you very much. Hope I didn't go over time.